Hi, how are you? It's so good to see you. Yeah, how you been doing? Good, good. I'm glad it's been forever. Yeah. Well, I thought you might want to do a tasting with me today. I know you always like coming and doing tastings with me. So I have a new box. I've gotten it once before, Nature Box, and I really, really love it. It's got great snacks. This time I picked more savory snacks because last time the box I got, it was my trial box, and I got a lot of sugary snacks in it, which I love, but it was like having extra desserts around the house, which I don't need. So this time you can go in and you can pick what you want, and so I got more savory snacks this time. So let's see, it's got my little receipt and it tells me what I got. I got garden tomato crunchies, blueberry almond bites, Zesta Fiesta mix, flax fortune coins, and flax crostini bites. I have to admit that my son and I opened some of these this morning just to try them, but you get a large portion. I'll show you the size that you get. You get a pretty good size portion for each of these, so there's plenty for us to try. And this is the little card I got with it. It says, "Thank you for choosing Nature Box. We hope you enjoy your personalized selection of delicious and healthy snacks. All our food is carefully sourced and nutritionist approved, so you can love everything about what you're eating. Like the snacks? To get these snacks next month, leave your shopping cart as is, and we'll send you the same box again." I like trying different ones though, but it is nice to know that the ones I like I can get again. Log in to discover different foods. Sign in at naturebox.com to choose from over 100 snacks. NatureBox, if I remember correctly, is like $19.95 a month. But let me double check that, because I know I got a deal on at least the first month, and it was like $3 or something ridiculous, and they almost always have a deal on your first box. But then I think it goes up to $19 a month, and for the portion sizes that you get, I don't think that's bad for healthy snacks. Nutritionist approved, no high fructose corn syrup, no partially hydrogenated oils, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, and 0 grams trans fat. So you know you're getting at least that amount of goodness. When you see a snack you like, click the Add to Box button. Choose 5 to complete your next box or add even more snacks. You enjoy your personalized box. Your personalized box will be delivered soon, so you can start snacking. And you can go in and say what you thought about each of the different snacks. Save $10, receive $10 for every friend you refer, plus your friend gets $10 off their first box. So I'll give you the information in case you're ever interested in signing up. Still hungry? Sign into your dashboard to add more snacks to your next box. No time to portion out snacks. Our resealable bags are easy to travel with. These are really great. Since we were traveling so much last month, it was nice to be able to take some of these with us. So here are the bags. This is the portion size you tend to get. This is one that we've opened. So I'm going to have us try these from savory to sweet. So I pretty much haven't opened the 2 savory ones yet. So do you want to start with let's start with the Zesta Fiesta mix, because that's like the spiciest. No, let's do that one second. Let's do the garden tomato crunchies. Tomato flavored almonds. Yum. What's it say? It doesn't say much on this one. It usually gives you a whole little rundown, but this is basically almonds, sugar, salt, tomato powder, chili powder, onions, citric acid, natural vegetable flavors, cultured whey, garlic, natural hickory flavor, unsweetened tapioca syrup. Okay, so let's open this. So you want some? Okay, just grab some. And grab some. All right, let's try them. I love almonds, so it's hard to beat. I didn't get much extra flavor on that one. I'm not getting a lot of extra flavor on these. Maybe they're just the ones I'm tasting. I'm mostly tasting almond. Yeah. Let me try a few more. They really just taste like almonds to me. What do you think? You like them? Well, you don't like spicy as much as I do. I was hoping these would be spicy since they have like chili powder in them. Those are not my favorite. Yeah, especially for all the sugar that's in here. I want them to have more flavor than that. A quarter of a cup is 170 calories. 14 grams of fat, and that's just the almonds. 2 grams of sugar, so it's actually not that bad for sugar. 360 milligrams of sodium. A lot of sodium. They're okay. But yeah, they're definitely not my favorite. I won't get them again. Because I'd rather just have almonds and not get all the salt and sugar. I just buy almonds from the baking aisle, you know. So now we're going to try the Zesta Fiesta Mix. Spicy trail mix with nuts and seeds. This will be a good one, I think. Alright. Oh, it's got all kinds of yummy looking stuff in here. I always like these little things. I don't know what they are. Those are good. What kind of nuts are these? Are they just peanuts? Yeah, they're just big peanuts. Okay, that had some kick. Ooh. I was just about to say, these are not very spicy. That peanut was really spicy. And here's a little almond. I really like these little crispies though. This will be my go-to snack for a little bit. Sadly, my parents went out of town this week for 3 weeks. They went today, actually. And for those of you who are working moms, if you wonder how I get videos done, it's because my parents live in town and they like to watch my son. My father would spend every day with my son if he could, which is wonderful. But they're out of town for 3 weeks, and my son goes to daycare over near their house. So I drop him off at daycare 2 days a week in the mornings, and I go over to my parents' house to work. That's good. And because my parents were going out of town, they pretty much cleaned out their fridge, and they have no food. And I usually eat breakfast there, and sometimes even lunch. or at least like a pre-lunch snack. So I won't have any snacks at their house unless I go buy them or bring them myself. So these will be great, and I can bring these over to my parents' house, and then I will have some snacks that are relatively healthy for me. It's funny that the packaging is so different. So the packaging on this one, the one we just ate, the Zesta Fiesta Mix, it's 160 calories for a quarter of a cup, 13 grams of fat, 95 milligrams of sodium, so the sodium's not as bad, 1 gram of sugar, and 6 grams of protein. That's actually really good. Was there any protein on this other one? Oh, they both have 6 grams of protein. Because of the nuts, probably. And it tells you all the good stuff that's in it, but it doesn't give you like a little paragraph on what the item is. I think it's a newer item. I think that's why. But the older ones have this little paragraph that they tell you about. So this is Flax Crostini Bites, oven-baked rice and oat bran crisps. Here, I'll try one, and then I'll read to you what it is. And I have tried these. And they're strange. Let's see what it says about them. Finally, crumbly crostinis you can eat on the go. When you're too busy to slice and toast baguettes and don't want to sacrifice savory flavor, crunch on these flax-infused crackers. They offer that satisfying, bready crust in a surprisingly gluten-free bite. Sprinkle chopped fresh herbs on top to make them your new favorite hors d'oeuvres. And these are only 110 calories for a third of a cup, and you actually couldn't eat, I mean, a third of a cup would be quite a lot of these because they're a little tiny. And so they would fill a cup pretty full. They've got 210 milligrams of sodium, so a lot of sodium, 4 grams of fat, 2 grams of sugar, 2 grams of protein. They're good. They're not what I expected. I'm trying to compare them to anything. They definitely have a flax taste. Kind of a rice and flax. And oat, yeah, you can definitely taste oat bran. I wish they were a little bit more flavorful. They do kind of just taste like bread. Having said that, they are tasty enough that if I had this bag next to me when I was like watching a movie or prime time, which is probably what I'll do, I'll probably pull these out. We're having movie night tonight because we have my husband's been experimenting with some video project. So we have a large screen here, and we also have a projector. So we can watch movies on a really big screen, and we don't have a television. So it's jumping from a laptop screen to a really big, screen the size of my wall. So I will probably put these in a bowl instead of popcorn, and we will snack on these tonight for our movie night. What do you think about them? You really like them? Yeah, I thought you might like them because you really like, again, I'm not a big like chip, crispy, salty eater. And you really like that kind of stuff, and you really like bread. So I thought you might like those. And they are good. So the next one is the Blueberry Almond Bites. This is another one that doesn't have a detailed back. I think it's another new one. These have 150 calories for a third of a cup, which is not bad. 80 calories from fat, so a lot of fat. 9 total grams of fat, but again, I'm not too worried about fat anymore. All the studies are coming out saying fat is fine, as long as it's not trans fat and it's not, fat that's terrible for you. And 45 milligrams of sodium, which isn't bad, 7 grams of sugar, which is a lot, which is probably why I liked them so much, and 4 grams of protein. So my son and I kind of had these for breakfast this morning. He really liked them. So here you go. Ooh, they smell good. The blueberry smells good. So let me show you one. I was expecting more of a granola bar kind of thing, but they're like a puffed rice, which make them much lighter, which is nice because the granola, like the granola bites you can get at the health food store, are usually so hard my son can't really eat them. I'm afraid of him choking. But these have oven-baked almonds, cane sugar, tapioca syrup, dried blueberries, crispy rice, brown rice, white rice, palm oil, natural flavor, sea salt, and guar gum. And so they're kind of light because they've got the puffed rice, and they're really sweet and delicious. Mmm. Mmm. Yep. That's like candy. I think that's why my son liked them so much. He and I both like candy. It was good. I really like those a lot. And I like, that's one that I'll also take to my parents for breakfast. I won't feel too bad eating something like that for breakfast. Did you like them? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're not a big fan of puffed rice. No, if you don't like puffed rice, you're not gonna like those. But I really liked them. And they were something different. I've had like the little granola bites, and I've had the gluten-free ones that are a little bit more like kind of date, like ground up date, but I've never had something like this. And I think they have other types, so I'm gonna try other flavors in it too. I really like them. So these are Flax Fortune Coins, mini cookies with flax seed. And here. And let me show you these. So they're these little mini cookies that taste just like fortune cookie. Tastes just like a fortune cookie. They do have some flax in them, so I can pretend they're not just cookies, but they're cookies. But they're, again, you think of fortune cookies, like it's not really cloyingly sweet. And actually, the two sugary ones are the lowest calories, I think. Let me see. Yeah. Well, the Flax Crostini Bites, I think, are the lowest calorie of all of them. But the ones I thought I was being really good, like getting nuts and the savory ones, these are the highest calorie. Probably because they have nuts in them. But I don't feel bad getting calories from nuts. Nuts are really good for you. So as long as I consider them more like a meal than a snack, or I eat just like a handful, so I'm getting maybe half a serving size, then they're safe. These, you like them too? Yeah, I think they're great. My son loved them because he likes sweet, but he thinks almost anything that's sweet is a cookie. So these are cookies to him, and he got a bunch of them because half a cup is 130 calories, which is not bad. 2 grams of fat, so only 20 of the calories out of that is fat. 90 grams of sodium, so the sodium's not bad. 12 grams of sugar, so it has a lot of sugar in it. And 2 grams of protein, but as a cookie goes, well, it's not bad at all. And especially like if you eat, I probably wouldn't eat a whole half a cup of these. I mean, a half a cup, if you're really talking a half a cup, you're talking like that or more. That's actually probably not even, well, that's just probably about a half a cup. That's a lot of cookies. I'm not gonna eat that many cookies. I take that back. I would totally eat that amount of cookies if I had the bag sitting next to me and I was snacking while I was reading or watching TV. But I'm very careful with these snacks. I know they are I know many of them are pretty high in calories. And so I try to actually leave them in the box so I don't look at them all the time sitting out on my shelf. And when I do want one, I open it up, I take a handful of it. Sometimes I'll even grab a measuring cup to make sure I'm not taking more than a portion size. But usually I'll grab a handful, which is usually about half a portion size. I mean, unless I'm really taking one of those giant handfuls like I did with the fortune coins. And I will just eat that handful, and that's it. And then I'll give some to my son. A lot of these are mostly for my son. And I make sure to read the back of the bags so that I know which ones are higher in calorie. I know which ones are more of a meal, and I treat them as such. And I think these are really, really good. I think they're a delicious snack. I'm excited to get this box every month. And they're really nice throughout the month, like a treat. So I'm going to kind of keep these hidden away. Unless you want to take one home. Do you want to take one of these home? Yeah, you could totally take the almonds. Where are they? Because those were your favorite, and I was so on. Oh, the garden tomato crunchies. Hey, you could totally take those. You want them? Sure, they're yours. And the rest I'll keep. And then, unless you want some more of anything else right now. Want a couple more of the fortune coins? I don't blame you. They're yummy. They're like a little dessert. I don't have one too. I'm so glad you could try them with me. I love doing tastings. It feels so decadent, even though I probably only ate, probably right there I ate about 90 calories, maybe 100 calories at the most. But it feels very decadent to sit down and kind of try all of these different bags. And I love doing it with you and sharing it with you. And if you're ever interested in getting your own box, let me know and I'll give you all the information. Okay? You want to go get something to drink? Yeah, I'm kind of thirsty now. You want like a cup of tea or something? Yeah, I've got that tea box too, so we could try some of those. Oh, and my mom went insane and got me like $150 worth of Teavana teas. So I have they've all got caffeine. So we have to decide if we want, actually no, one doesn't. So we can try one without caffeine. Sound good? Okay, I'll go make you a pop.